I'll show you our lovely large reception area. It's very welcoming to visitors. They arrive, and it's hugely spacious for the large numbers of people we get when they're coming to look at dogs. Have a nice seating area where we talk to the potential adopters about what they're looking for in a new dog, and we have an outside courtyard area where we bring our dogs up and introduce them to their potential new owners. And it's very bright and airy and very welcoming.
The driving force behind the building was to drive energy bills down to a manageable level. The designs that we've selected, such as the PV panels, don't require any moving parts. And there's enough panels here to generate the electricity to run the main building, which means that the main building is carbon neutral. It doesn't actually make any carbon dioxide and emit it into the atmosphere because the electricity that it uses is created by the sun.
One of the brilliant things about the Loughborough Centre is the design of the centre and the variety of kennel styles that we have that aid the rehabilitation of the dogs. Obviously when they come into kennels it's a very different environment from a home environment, but the style of kennels we have here and the variety really help reduce some of the problems that a normal kennel environment would see. So this is an example of one of their kennels in our main rehoming block. So we have the glass fronted screens. We also have sniff holes as well, so obviously as the public walk down they can put the hand there and the dogs can actually still get a scent of us, which is obviously very important for them. The kennel design, they have underfloor heating both inside and out, and the airflow system within here as well keeps everything cool and fresh. The windows in the block open automatically should a CO2 level reach a certain height to keep everything fresh and moving. We always access the dogs from outside, so when the public are visiting and walking down this side, the dogs are quite relaxed within their kennel because they don't have to worry that we're going to come in and get them out for a walk. They do always run outside whenever they see a staff member because they're going to go for a walk, but it does mean from a public viewing perspective they are much calmer and much more relaxed seeing lots of people on this side.
We are also provided with a brief to make the building sustainable. That means we use materials from as close to the site as we possibly can. We were also briefed to improve the diversity in the species of plants that are growing on the site. And one of the best ways of doing that is to put them on the roof where they are completely undisturbed. And on this green roof, which helps to insulate the buildings and therefore reduce heat losses. These are all herbaceous species, not just grass, but there are sedums in here and there are native plants. Relative to this area, the planning authority was quite specific about that. They wanted the mix of seed that was put on this roof to mimic all of the native species that you find in this locality. The various different flowers will flourish and maybe set seed in the local environment, but it is all about habitat creation. When you're very close to it, it looks a bit threadbare sometimes in the dry weather, but it flourishes in more damp conditions in the autumn and the spring, and from a distance you see a green roof.
Welcome to our puppy unit. This is one of a lovely litter of 7 Rottweilers that we've had in. This is a purpose-built play area within the puppy unit that we have, and the puppy unit is separate from the whole centre, so it's quieter, as we have a whelping area as well when we have pregnant bitches come in. There's also the kennel designs as well, so it's much quieter for the puppies, so they can have radios and they've got their own TVs and they watch Disney videos, so we get them used to going out into new homes. We do our assessments and get to know them quite well. I'm having my leg nibbled quite a lot by the other puppies, sorry.
We mustn't forget all of this money that's been spent achieving what we've achieved here was for rehoming dogs. The buildings have all been designed and engineered with animal welfare in mind, and if the dogs and the staff are happy, then the public are more likely to rehome the dogs because it is such a wonderful building that they're coming to see the dogs in.